I know I said that um, I won't be online for some months, and it's because I'll try this. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I didn't even plan to do this video, but I feel like the Lord was pushing me to it. This is the last day of the year, and whew, 2024 was a lot, both good and bad. But overall, how are you guys doing? How have you guys been? I know some of you saw the message that I posted about maybe not going to be online on YouTube or not be able to post again on YouTube for like some months. We'll talk about that later. But the topic of the day is, what are your plans for 2025? I hope you have plans for 2025. I know that some of us might not be expecting anything new this new year, but we should have a plan regardless of what might have happened this whole year. Um, just to share a bit of my own story, not like a story, but something I want to like pick out to try and motivate somebody. Okay, I mean, I should have a reason why. I mean, I can motivate someone about having plans for the new year. Not even knowing even the depth of what someone has gone through this year. I can't even, because of the economy and such. For some people, they might not even have any hope for next year due to some certain things that they believe or they've wrapped their mind around. You know, but like I'll tell you one thing, this year, I had my list and everything down. I wanted to like grow so much with God, yay, yay! And it was like it was something else. Um, and I feel like this year really taught me so much. And that is, it's not of him that will it, not him that run it, but Lord that showed mercy. Honestly, because you are this person doesn't, it's not because of you want to be this person or it's your will to be this person. It doesn't just happen because of your will. You're not this person, you're not this big person because you want to. It was because God has like shown some, like helped, shown, given somebody mercy, like placed his mercy on someone's life. I learned that to be well behaved and disciplined is not because your parents are disciplined or you grew up from a strict home, blah blah blah. Because it also tells me to not judge or judge less or judge righteously rather, like my previous video said. Speaking of my previous, okay, you know what? One after the other, I have a lot to say. Although I did not plan to do any video, but see, I have a lot to say, and I'm going to miss you guys. But scrap that. As I was saying, for those that might think that this economy is going to stop them from having so much, or their plans might not. Should I put my glasses on? Let me try. If you notice, the shade of the glasses is also green, kind of like, you know. See. But anyway, back to the story. You shouldn't limit God to the economy. God can do. There are so many people thriving this year alone. In fact, it was like people are living in the same country that other people don't think that there's anything good in this country, and some people are thriving well. So you can't limit God to the economy. You just have to be good. You just have to be different. God's mercy can be on someone, and somebody can look like you know a stone. How did the Bible even put it? Um, someone that was being thrown at. I can't remember. I'll remember. I'll be sure I find it out later. but you can thrive in this economy, but not limiting God to this economy. You can be whatever you want to be. You can commit your plans into the hands of God. And I'm not saying it because I'm being to it. You have to believe it for yourself. You have to look at it in the word and pick it and say, my own is different. The economy, you can tell yourself that the economy cannot limit me. I am from Zion. Come on. I'm not Nigerian. Kidding. We are Nigerians here by birth and everything, but I'm from Zion. I'm a child of God. I mean, the words in the Bible, and they are not lies. I ought to have something that can even borrow people and not lack that thing, like the Bible said. So He would make me wealthy enough to borrow nations, and I will not lack. Like those words are for people that believe and grab it. Like people are thriving, my dear, in this economy that it is hard. Yes, let's not like things are going high and high and high. And I'm not even saying that because I know it's, as I'm saying, it's not by my power, it's God's mercy. So in as much as you can believe what the word is saying, you also have to see that it's not because of you are the fastest or you are the first to pick that verse from the Bible. You have to believe it and know that it is by God's mercy that you first of all even seen this verse, and God has given you revelation, and it's God's mercy that will take you far. Like I just I just want to encourage someone that the economy is not should not limit you. You should fly and soar and roar. Everything, you should fly like an eagle to the sky, because the sky is just like your starting point. You can do so much if you believe in yourself and go to the word and pick something for yourself and hold on to it and trust that God will deliver. You shouldn't just stay around again thinking, oh, let's wait to the president, to the next president comes. Hopefully the previous one will not be around. Like you don't have to limit yourself to what a man is doing. God is literally the owner of this earth. You can't limit God to just Nigerian economy. God can do so much. You just have to have something doing in your hand for God to multiply. You have to trust God by having that level of faith, providing something from yourself or from anything and giving it to God for God to prosper. You shouldn't just want to live your life next year the same way you lived this year, with all the pain and everything. That's just economic aspect. But for like people that are in this season where they do not expect that they would be, like for me for instance, this year I really wanted my relationship with God to be like sweet and full of roses and everything, but there were times where I was like, God is not wicked, right? god God is the owner of this earth, which means God can control me, right? Which means God can make me love Him, and then when I fall in love with Him, He can now take my heart and take everything that I hold dear. Does God even care about the relationship I have with Him because of the things I experienced this year? It's not that. It's just a personal kind of thing. It's just something you have to do, your own personal matter with God. And this year, I just saw God in a different light. Although generally it's sweet to love God. It's sweet to have a relationship with God. But there are some times where you just have to like go through trials, and it is okay. In fact, there are some seasons, wilderness season, that some people stay in for so long. Oh my God, I learned that this year. People stay in for so long, and it's because of lack of obedience. Like the reason why someone is still trapped is because of lack of obedience. That's wilderness season that someone has been in for like months or years ought to have stopped. The thing is, you have to be obedient because whatever you are looking for is on the other side. And you have to be able to learn, pick a reason why you're in that season. You can't be in a season and come out the same way. The reason why some people are still stuck is because they've not learned, they've not seen, they've not seen something that will change their mind or perspective about life. They've not seen something that will refine their mind. So you can't be in a wilderness season and then God will not even remove it except you are renewed in a way that He wants you to be renewed. He wants you to pick something from it. You have to like pick something from that wilderness season. That is one way I know that you can come out of it without season. It might be anything: relationship, work, family, finances. God can trap a man in, not trap, but God can get someone in anything because God knows us in and out. So yeah, whatever thing that you might have gone through this year, just know that God has the best interest for us. Like God love everything works together for good to those that love God. I think that's yeah. And I've been reading a book recently. Rather, I've finished reading a book. It's called A Voice in the Wind by Francis Rivers. I'm going to post it. And the life of Hadessa or Hadassah, right? Hadassah. Because I've had many pronunciations about her name. Man, Hadassah. Life of Hadassah. Really, it really, it taught me that you are not the first to go through what you are going through, and what you're going through is not the worst that can happen to anybody. That's what we tell ourselves. I go that this feels like hell. This is the worst. God, there's no way that anybody can understand what I'm going through. No. It's only me that can understand. You're not the first. And life of Hadessa, seeing her family die, and after them trusting in the Lord, her faith in God started to like draw away and started to like die because of how much people were being killed, starvation, hunger, poverty, everything. And God just left Hadessa to like still live. And that's like the worst thing. When everything you love so much is gone, you just want to go with it, right? And God really kept her living with the fact that all her family members had died. Very, very painful story, but interesting at the end. And then Hadessa going to learn that there is a purpose for everything. It really taught me something. Her life just showed me that there is a purpose for everything. After reading this book, I can't go into the details and everything. After reading this book, I was like, is God the wicked? I still had that thought in my mind. I was like, is God? Is God playing with our feelings? And then God, when I was praying that night, God just he told me this thing. He said, He sent His only begotten Son to die for me. Will Jesus call God wicked? Jesus literally came, died, was flogged and everything, was hung on a cross for me. Will you now say that Jesus will see God as a wicked father? He said the height of anything that somebody, like if you think that what God is doing to you is very bad, take a look at the life of Jesus. You will say Jesus was not a man. My dear, He was a man. Yeah. God was, I think the Bible recorded that Jesus said to like, the sweat was like blood. That's the blood was like sweat. Whatever happened in 2024, let it be 2024. Do better 2025. Try to think of other things. No matter who left your life, 2024, no matter what left your life, no matter what you left, no matter who you left, 2024 should be a brand new year for you. Like it should be a new year. Don't refuse to make resolutions for the year. Yeah. See you guys in my next video. God bless you.